Hey guys, it's Harley here, and welcome back to another build video. Some of you may remember the first build I made on NBA 2K22, the shooting slasher. Well, I've worked on it a bit, and I feel like I've come up with a really good version of it, and it's also a really good ISO build as well. It gets lock takeover, 15 playmaking badges, 17 shooting, and 16 finishing. It's a really insane build. First though, can I ask that if you're not subscribed, you consider leaving a subscribe? 60% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. You've got me dressing up as a reindeer here and dancing, man, so if you want, leave a sub. Okay, so once you're in the My Player Builder, you want to make your position a shooting guard. Handed doesn't matter, I like to go right-handed. Jersey number also doesn't matter, but I like to go 23. And so shooting guard, that's the main part. So the pie chart you're going to want to go with is the mainly finishing with some shooting. This gives you Hall of Fame finishing, and it doesn't give you Hall of Fame shooting, but you don't really need Hall of Fame shooting this year. The reason I didn't go with the Hall of Fame shooting one like that is because it won't give you contact dunks. Go with the all speed pie chart. First thing you're going to want to do is max out the layup, close shot, and driving dunk. This gives you 15 finishing badges. And you can see if you take off any one, it'll take the badges down. Next, you want to max out your 3-point shot and max out the mid-range. Free throw, you're going to want to put it all the way as well. And with your post fade, put it up. You put it up to until you get 17 shooting, so just a little bit on the post fade. You want to put your ball handle all the way up, pass actually all the way up as well, and keep going your post control until you get 15 playmaking badges. So right there. Defense, max out the perimeter defense, max out the lateral quickness, and also max out the steal. You're also going to want to max out your defensive rebound, and then put a bit on the block. You get 6 defense and rebounding. And you could mix it around a bit, but I think I'd just go, because you can't really get any more than 6 without taking off these valuable badge upgrades on the other places, so I would just go down on the block until I get 6, so just a little bit on the block. And then you've got 9 more attribute upgrades which you can put on anything. So if you go on shooting, you won't get any extra badges, so don't put it on shooting. If you put it on finishing on the standing dunk, you do get an extra badge. So you probably want to put it on finishing, because you see on playmaking it doesn't give you an extra badge either. So I'd put the rest of your attributes on finishing, and then you get 2 left over we can just put on block if you want, or interior defense. So those are what the attributes look like. I've spent a while just practicing around doing different scenarios, and I think this is the best attribute upgrade possible, because you get great finishing, great shooting, great playmaking, and alright defense. Body shape, you're going to want to go with compact. It's really good. Height, go down 1 centimeter, so 1.95. This unlocks a few more dribble moves. Weight, you're going to want to put minimum weight to give you the most speed possible. And so you get an 87 speed. Now here's where it gets interesting with the wingspan. If you put it on 213, then you can get sharp takeover. Which, if you want sharp takeover, then you're going to want to put it at 213. So you see, if you put it at 215, you don't get sharp takeover. It's not an option. So you could put it on 211 does get sharp takeover, but it doesn't give that much to defense. So if you're wanting sharp takeover, you can put it on 213. I don't really need sharp takeover because it's not hard to shoot. and this is more an ISO build, so it's got really good finishing, shooting, and playmaking. You could max out the wingspan all the way. This gives you pretty good defense, but it gives you a 79 ball handle, so you won't get the 80 ball handle off rip. So I think I'll go with 215 centimeters, get the 80 ball handle off rip, and the good defensive upgrades, as well as the finishing upgrades. You could go 218 if you want the 79, but you unlock some more dribble moves with an 80, so I'd definitely go with 215 centimeters. And now with your takeover options, you have slashing, shot creating, playmaking, and lock. I don't think I'd go with playmaking or shot creating because they don't really work for this build. You could go with slashing, but I don't really think slashing takeover is that good this year, so I think I'd go with lock takeover because it also helps balance out the defensive upgrades that you couldn't really put on. So now you can get lock take on a build that can play make, shoot, and dunk, so it's a really good combo. And so it'll come out as a slashing playmaker, which is it's a bit of a catfish build, as you also get 17 shooting badges, and lock takeover. So I think it's a really, really good build, especially a great ISO build, as well as pretty good defense with the lock takeover. I'm just going to show you some badges which I would run if I had this player. So with the finishing, I'd put on Limitless Takeoff Hall of Fame, Posterizer Hall of Fame, Slithery Finisher on Gold, and Fearless Finisher on Gold. And your last two, you could put them on Unstrippable, but I'd probably put them on Fast Twitch because that's quite useful for any builds, but you could put on Unstrippable if you want. I'd probably go with Fast Twitch though. For my shooting badges, this is what I went with. Blinders on Silver still gives you a boost. Hot Zone Hunter on Gold is good. Deadeye Silver for ISOing. Sniper Gold, one of the best badges. Stop and Pop Gold. Lucky 7 on Bronze is really good. I put Green Machine on Silver, just to give me an extra little boost after greening. And for my last badge point, I could have gone Blinders Gold, but I decided to put on Difficult Shots Bronze, just to give me that option if I wanted to do a little fade now and then. For the playmaking badges, I put on Bullet Passer Silver, Handles for Days Gold, Quick First Step Gold, Quick Chain Gold, Stop and Go Gold, and Unpluckable on Bronze, which gives you it stops some plucks. Quick First Step, Handles for Days are the best dribbling badges. Quick Chain, I don't really find it that useful, but if I pair it with Stop and Go, I reckon it could be quite useful, and Bullet Pass is good to have on Silver. You could also take off Quick Chain or Stop and Go and put on Hyperdrive if you want. And for the defense, I put on Chase Down Artist Bronze because that's one of the best defensive badges. Clamp Silver is pretty good. Interceptor Bronze, Intimidator Silver. You could also take off the clamps because clamps on Bronze is also really good. And you could put that on Rim Protector if you want. You don't get that many defensive badges, but because you have Lock Take, that helps balance out your defense. So that's why I chose Lock Take. And that is the best shooting slasher build in the game, in my opinion. I've done a bit of work on it, and I really don't think it could be better because I've balanced all the shooting badges that you might need, as well as all the other badges. So this build is so great. Gets an 80 ball control, 15 playmaking badges, 17 shooting, 76 3-point rating, 84 driving dunk with 16 finishing badges, 6 defensive badges, but decent attributes, and also gets lock takeover, which balances out everything completely. It's kind of like an all-around threat, so I recommend you make this build if you want to make a new ISO build. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.